People of YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I'm glad you could stop by and join me today. You could have been anywhere doing anything, and you chose that time to hang out with me. You go ahead and give yourself a little pat on the back, man. You go into school tomorrow and you tell your teacher you deserve that extra gold star. You watched the video with Juma when the video dropped, all right? So you tell her that, and by law, under sanction 15, code 38, she now has to give you 3 more gold stars. Tell her that, and all the ladies will love you in your class. But yeah, today we've got TikTok is poisoning society. And I mean, it kind of is. I've told this story a lot of times on my stream. Whether you're here or not, I'm going to tell it again. I went to Alabama to visit family. My cousin plays college football. I don't remember the name of the school. Jackson something. I don't remember. I'm not going to get into that, but we stayed at a Motel 6. I spent 5 hours when we first checked in. I got my own room. My dad got my own room. My aunt and cousins got their own room. But yeah, basically, I spent 5 hours on TikTok. Thing flew by. I didn't even realize I had spent 5 hours on it. That was bad. And so then eventually, I didn't go cold turkey right away, but sometime in the year, I finally stopped using TikTok, and I'm glad I did.
Who I am and
I'm not in the TikTok matrix like you guys.
I do not actively use the platform. I understand that there is massive growth potential for any creator. I understand.
Yeah, that's true. See, the thing is I would be, if you are a creator and using TikTok would help you grow exponentially. I don't want to do that because I personally don't like TikTok, so I'd feel like I'd be going out of my way and not stabbing myself, but turning my back on what I believe just for instant gratification and success. And I'm ready to run a mile or a marathon for this. If I get to do it based on what I believe.
It properly are seeing monumental.
Some people ain't like that though.
And I understand that there is content there which can be seen as entertaining. But all things combined, TikTok is.
And honestly, I'll just go watch a compilation on YouTube. I'm not about to go on TikTok for 5 hours and scroll.
Trends and challenges where TikTok users would dress as victims of global tragedy. And
I remember this. They had the one with Auschwitz. And brother, I can't tell you how many memes they made of that one, but they got that one good.
Challenges on TikTok range from benign or relatively easy tasks
dancing,
flat out dangerous.
Snorting
spray tan solution, for example.
I inhale dangerous tanning nasal sprays because I'd rather die hot than live ugly. Okay, dog. This vanity stuff. Man, this vanity stuff. I'm going to tell you this right now. Somebody's got to be ugly. And if everybody's hot, then guess what? Nobody's hot anymore. Because that means everybody's average now. And then somebody's going to have me personally, I like the natural look. If you're like, you got a little eyeliner on, maybe no mascara, no foundation, anything you see James Charles uses in a video, I'm good. You can keep that in your Virgo foundation bag or whatever. Something to do with astrological signs. But yeah, like a little eyeliner, that's all you need to me personally. But see, these women go out here and spend 2-3 hours putting on makeup for people. And it's like, God, why? You could have used that time to, I don't know, do your homework. I don't know, fill out some job applications. Just saying. But then they go and inject that stuff in their lips. It's like, oh my gosh, a foreign substance in your lips.
Eating entire scoops of dry
protein
mixing powder, which can cause.
This one is not new. They've been doing this on YouTube forever.
Commonly used as fish tank cleaner to recolor your tongue. And the list goes on. Challenges on TikTok range from innocent to potentially.
Dr. Slam influencers for ingesting fish tank cleaner. Sorry, but anything with the word cleaner after it is something no human being should consume. And I thought that was very clear when drain cleaner was a thing. Is a thing. I don't know. I'm not a janitor anymore, so I couldn't tell you what other cleaners there are, but anything with the word cleaner after it, unless it's palate cleanser, I'm not touching it.
Which causes electrocution and fire. Holding your own breath until you pass out. and slapping school teachers or vandalizing school bathrooms.
Ooh,
When I
I
say
have
that
a
these
good story. Back in elementary school, there was a challenge where kids would bend over. I don't want to say how it does because then you guys are gonna, oh, yo, let me see if it actually works. And then you accidentally commit the deed accidentally. And guess what? Now what are you gonna do? It's like, but I had kids at my school, and it was a breath. It was basically they would hold their breath, do a gesture, and then they would pass out. And they had kids they'd have to send up to the office because they had like two or three kids who tried to do it in the bathroom, and they were all on the floor, passed out. It was crazy, man, dude.
these challenges are now a constant part of
These
our
things, man,
everyday
it's
lives,
crazy.
all of us, even when we don't know it. I'm being serious because the influence of TikTok that has bled over from personal behavior to societal impact is profound. On December 17th of 2021, in the
School
aftermath
threats
of
and
a
social
national
media
tragedy,
hoaxes
TikTok gave
are
rise to
forcing closures,
ambiguous,
time-consuming
substantial threats
investigations.
of violence against schools, forcing a nationwide security response in the United States. Some parents were never aware. Some may have heard about it after the fact, but
Interesting.
this social media app was playing a role.
People do
in
this on
school
TikTok now.
cancellation
People used to just go
forcing
in the
police
bathroom and write it on the
response to
walls of
thousands
the,
elementary schools.
like on the walls
Ultimately,
around the
nothing happened,
toilet.
thank God.
Don't
But the
come to
reality of
school
what
on
this app has
Friday,
become
stuff like that.
cannot be denied. The entire application is formed around
Doctor
small
says heavy TikTok usage is causing neurological health complications. I wonder why. It's, man, you shouldn't even be, I personally, you shouldn't even be on the computer. Like we should all be like reading books and stuff like that, putting our phones down, spending more time at the dinner table, more time exercising, but it's become so addictive, all this content that we have at our fingertips that it's like, nah man, why would I go out and go work out when I could feel the same rush from working out here watching some fat dude tell me how good this double cheeseburger from Rallies is. Something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got all this, you don't have to get up, you don't have to go out anymore. It's like everything is right at your fingertips and you don't have to, you ain't got to worry about nothing. Oh man, what about traffic? What traffic? Internet traffic? Speed traffic? Like what do they call it? It's not oh man. It's some sort of traffic on the internet. But yeah, I was going to make a joke about that, but it didn't work because I'm not smart enough to make the joke. But yeah, basically, it's like I don't want to do anything when I have, why do anything out of the ordinary or something where I would have to require to do any effort when I could sit here and just be in this bubble and not have to worry about learning a skill or doing anything. And I'm just here for minimal instantaneous pleasures.
of content.
That probably made
One
no
of the most
sense. When I
popular
look back at
videos
this, I'm
ever
probably gonna
was called TikTok
face
is
palm, but
Destroying a Generation, and centered on medical research suggesting
plus some of the
TikTok
things
lowers
that these
attention
people
spans,
be
decreases
preaching
concentration,
to some of
and
these
affects
young
short-term
children,
memory.
it's
These
crazy.
factors combined, as well as the resulting depression and anxiety that are built when users cannot properly moderate their own attention span, also their susceptibility to advertising, which can be very damaging, or are subjected to things that
I remember seeing a video. I'm not seeing a video. My dad told me because I have two younger sisters, like 6 and 8, and they're on their iPad and just scrolling through TikTok and YouTube and watching videos and everything like that. And there was a, I think her name was Momo. She would go in these, she'd be at the end of these like children's videos and she would tell young children to commit, you know what I'm saying? Like go find a knife and do this to yourself and like performing bodily harm on themselves because some video on the internet told them to. It's
able to
crazy,
avoid or
dude.
turn away from due to self-control issues, make TikTok a singular feedback loop of nearly all major negative factors involved with social media entirely. In essence, TikTok is a one-stop shop designed to facilitate rapid digestion of content for
Yeah,
everything
exactly.
bad that is comers. Investigating this subject matter is kind of tricky. Merely
He
possessing
probably
a
spent
recording of what I look
days
into is probably,
doing this
under some
research.
circumstances, illegal. Having been made aware by a community request that TikTok Live might contain problematic underage content, I was faced with a difficult question of how exactly to investigate this. After a great deal of thought, I landed on this kind of solution. I would not engage with anything that I discovered, except to say precisely what I was doing, investigating TikTok Live to see if there is inappropriate or directly paid for explicit content by minors. If I encountered a broadcast that I believed to be a legitimate example of underage explicit content, I would cease recording immediately, document what I had found with notes only, and move on. I
Probably
would
like two
only
or
look
three
for footage from
pages.
streams where I was reasonably sure that those recordings
2 or 3
were not
pages
over the
filled of just
lines, and I would
information
blur
on
all
stuff
or
like that.
nearly all of the content that I recorded in the final video, since much of it would likely be near the line at best, should this kind of content be an issue. I was not prepared for what would happen next. Using a TikTok account I created some time ago for challenge and trending research purposes on prior videos, I began to browse the TikTok Live page. It's important to note here that TikTok Live does not function like YouTube or Twitch, for example, because you are not able to directly search keywords or categories. TikTok is, above all else,
Oh, TikTok live streaming, dude. Get coins. So what? Like you get coins here, and then you give them to the streamer, and they can see you. Now that's no. I'm not gonna front. This is for exposure. This is probably very good. You can just scroll and randomly have somebody watch your content instead of having people look for it. I mean, not look for it, but like they can scroll and have the chance of actually seeing you instead of, you know what? Forget it.
primary
Forget
feed
it.
of popular content where you selectively choose what to engage
Okay,
with.
what I was gonna say in that last thing was you can scroll on here and have somebody look at you without having to click on what you're talking about. So like if somebody scrolled and saw something that they were interested in and it was your stream, and bada boom, you got yourself another viewer. But it's not like Twitch where you have a box that shows your content and you have someone would have to click on said box to see what you were doing. Here you only all you would have to do is just scroll and then they'd be at your stream.
With, but that content feed is determined by an algorithm. This presents our first problem.
I can't even
TikTok
imagine why people would
algorithm,
want
as
to
reported
stream
and
on
investigated
TikTok.
by the Wall Street Journal, utilizing dozens of custom
Well,
bots
obviously
and
for the
ads, served a never-ending
instant
stream of
gratification
drug content
and
sexual fetish
viewership.
material to users between the age of 13 and 15. The algorithm began to bombard these test accounts made as users with a self-expressed age of
Oh,
13.
I totally forgot about
The algorithm
cosplayers.
began to bombard these test accounts made as
Cosplayers, dude. And then you got that weird weeb soundtrack in the back about some fan fiction you want to see with two dudes. It's like, oh my gosh. You're making us who watch anime look so bad right now.
self-expressed age
This is why people don't
13,
watch anime,
14,
dog.
15,
I mean, I'm kind of
with
glad that
non-stop
it's gotten a
depictions
lot
of
popular
chains
now,
or torture devices.
but
They were funneling
people
these
like
children
that,
into what
you
some
know
users
what?
refer
Let's
to
get off
as
the train.
kink
I don't want to be associated
commonly
with these
contain
people.
sexual power dynamic fantasies. One of the easiest explanations is watch time. How long do you hover over a video letting it play? This one key metric can be used to determine, without ever needing to examine like
At one point, more than 90% of the account's video feed was about bondage and sex. Sir, I promise you, you probably have a bathroom within 10 feet of you. You go ahead and take care of that and stop watching these super riled up sexy videos.
or
Go take
followers.
care of
What
that,
content is more popular on TikTok?
and you won't have
For
this
children
problem.
ages 13 to 15, sexualized material can be an interest. Simply watching that portion of the feed for a few seconds longer, even if you never decide to like the video or follow the posting account, can tell the algorithm that you want to see more. And in a matter of minutes, you can be
Boobs.
sucked down a rabbit
More
hole of
boobs.
algorithmically driven
Booties.
adult
I
content
want to see more
served
booties. More
to a
booties in
minor's
my
account,
face.
which reinforces itself over
Give me that.
and over
Algorithm,
and
give me
over
that.
again. TikTok Live is a central feed where users are mostly subjected.
Did you see that Ninja streams on like 6 different broadcasts now? He's got his Twitch account. He streams on YouTube. He streams on Facebook. He streams on TikTok. He streams on Instagram. So it's like 5. It's smart. But like, why?
To whatever the platform wants them to see.
Dude already signed a
Until they
$30
found
million
specific
contract
streams
or
that
$100 million contract. He got $30 million
broadcasters
guaranteed.
follow
That not
those
enough?
accounts. But what happens
I
when
need
the
more
feedback
viewers.
sucks? And what if the subject matter is even
More
worse?
viewers.
At this point, I need to say
The money's
something
running
to everyone
low.
watching, especially
That'd be
parents.
insane.
I
If his
can't
money was
show you
running
all
low,
what I
he's got a
found.
problem.
I can't even show you most of what I found. Out of respect for the children involved, I need to heavily censor, redact, or remove portions of footage and other on-screen content. But what I found here is disturbing. Within minutes of browsing the feed, I was being shown users, primarily girls, who were certainly under 18 and could easily have been under the technical age requirement of 16 for TikTok Live, which many
Doing
users I found
poses
were
and
openly
dances.
doing.
Okay.
Some stated
Yeah.
without hesitation or numerous times that they were 15.
Oh,
but
I
this-
remember they had that one. They had some. There was the young nudie dance. It was like doon 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 dun 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 doon 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 doon. What was the name of the song? Oh man, I can't. It's like hell something. I don't remember. But yeah, basically it had these girls, and all they'd be doing is shaking their butts on the camera and stuff like that. Stuff like that. Then they have like girls who'd be like jumping up in the air and like jumping down, have their butt jiggle and like certain pants. Like
14, etc. And it became clear that should the algorithm decide to
yikes.
serve you that content, if you watch it longer, or if you like any of it, there was no shortage. From there, things got worse. I started to see questionable content popping up where girls, often appearing to be quite young, were holding signs or standing in front of the camera with a revealing outfit. Those
Mm-hmm.
signs would say things like rose equals say daddy, or ice cream equals 360 spin, or even universe equals cut shirt.
Oh
Or
my
in one case,
gosh.
a woman who was definitely older than 18, she would cut off the wedding dress she was wearing for a certain chat sticker. The thing is, these pictures or stickers are not just pictures. They're money.
I wonder what
In a way
she's
that seems
doing
nearly
behind
purpose
that
built
blur.
for obfuscation, these little stickers and pictures,
I
like
hope it's her
rose, are
reading
actually a way to
some
donate
sort of
money
book,
to these
of
broadcasters,
course,
many of whom were openly
expanding her
admitting to
knowledge.
being as they did spins, bent over on camera, lifted their shirts, or engaged in other clearly suggestive content directly for money. Following the rules that I set out for myself through four
This is
separate
just
sessions,
online
I had to cut the
prostitution.
recording and delete. I would directly state that I was a journalist. I don't actually view myself to be an adequate journalist by any stretch, but that's an easier and more mainstream way of communicating the types of questions that I was intending to ask rather than I'm a gaming YouTuber, so yeah. I would
Want to
directly
know one TikTok that always bothers me? And I make jokes about it on my stream, like when I see memes of it. Actually, no, it doesn't really show up on my stream. But when I see people who just hover over of something that's going on, something like something crazy happens, right? So let's say like Andrew Tate has this insane witty comeback. Some 15-year-old dude just sitting there with his camera, just pointing at Andrew Tate. Yo, Andrew Tate spit. He's spitting in that stupid robot voice that everybody uses. He's literally spitting. Andrew Tate absolutely flames this liberal. Get ratioed loser. It's like, oh my gosh, look at you. And they get like 20, 30, 50, 100,000 likes for this. Dudes be in the comments like, dude, I thought the exact same thing and I was crazy. I can't believe that happened, dude.
state that I was a journalist investigating the TikTok
Wow,
platform
man.
to see if there are underage users.
That, and then I see this a lot. I watch I'm Dante's meme reactions. I don't watch his reactions. I watch just the meme itself. I like it better that way. No hate on him, but they'll have these videos, and it's basically him like some random dude. Yo, you guys won't believe what I saw on my Twitter feed today, and it's them with some quirky, obnoxious laugh, and they just laugh at the stuff that other people did. It's like the ideas of these other people. Let me just piggyback off that and put it on the internet and get all this notification, all this notoriety and glory. And you can keep sitting in your mother's basement and make no money off this at all. So,
Paid
screw
older
you.
men
I'm gonna
for
take your
exclusive
money.
content. One of three specific things would happen when I asked this question, and I'm going to show heavily redacted background footage with audio of what occurred in two of those outcome possibilities.
So he's talking about he's a journalist, and he was gonna ask them certain questions about what he saw.
The first was that the broadcaster would ignore me or refuse to engage. That's what I expected, and I wasn't surprised in the slightest. The second was that the broadcaster would immediately
Actually, let me go back and re-watch this just to make sure what I'm saying is true.
actually view myself to be an adequate journalist by any stretch, but that's an easier and more mainstream way of communicating the types of questions that I was intending to ask rather than I'm a
Okay,
gaming YouTuber.
so I was right.
So, yeah. And I'm going to show heavily redacted background footage with audio of what occurred in two of those outcome possibilities. The first was that the broadcaster would ignore me or refuse to engage. That's what I expected.
Of course, you're gonna
in the
take her money away.
The second was that the broadcaster would immediately suspend me from the chat and repeatedly, even frantically, express that
No,
they
no,
were
no, 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 no. You don't take my cash cow away from me. You don't come in here and ask me questions, narc, okay? There might be 45, 50-year-old men in here. But I love them near and dear to my heart. Ooh, send me 200 more roses and I'll take my top off.
18 years old.
I'll take my top off for 200 more roses.
I don't break terms of service. I promise, etc. Here's an example.
I love you. I love you. Someone follow the host. You are so good at this. Morning Lexi. Thumbs up, rose, rose. Thumbs up, rose, rose. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. David Chong. This man is a branch manager at your local American Express. This is what your boss is doing. You're sitting there crunching numbers, sweating, earning $32,000 a year. Your branch manager is in the back with his penis in his hands, watching Lexi do whatever it is Lexi does. Stripper pole in the back. You know what I love to see? And no judgment at all. But they have the stripper pole. They got the high stilettos. And then they have like a cross on the top of their bed, or like some Philippians 4:13 in the back. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Stuff like that. It's like, okay, I get it. You believe in that Jesus Christ is your God. I get that, cool. But I mean, like, that's kind of crazy. That's crazy to me. 19. Okay. She looks like a girl I knew in not elementary, but middle school.
Was also expected.
19. Okay.
That a random user was asking them.
You flip that 9 upside down, it's more believable.
However, the third outcome, which happened numerous times, was the most interesting and concerning. When asking the question of certain broadcasters, some of them would answer, "Yes, I have heard of that stuff." They would go on to describe that it didn't happen in their broadcast, but they did know about it. They had some friends.
It happens.
Et cetera.
It's not happening in my chat, though.
Of all was that on more than one occasion.
And that's a cue for Marcus Diego 443, the 53-year-old CEO, entrepreneur of his own company, who is currently smelling the underwear that she had sent him to get out of the chat. That's that cue. Yeah, okay, Marcus, whenever somebody comes in here and asks questions about what's going on in here, I'm going to say, no, that doesn't happen in my chat. And that is your cue to get the boop up out of here. You need to immediately put a firewall up on your computer so that no one can see what you've been doing.
In real time. Here's an example of that. For context, this girl, I'm just going to call her Jane for privacy reasons, answered my question, as you'll hear, with, "Yes, I do know about that. It doesn't happen here, though," and was then suspended.
It always never happens in their chat.
Do you hear of older men using TikTok Live and minors? But yes, I do. But nobody's on here with that. And if they are, I dismiss it right away. I'm a journalist on the platform. That's what's up.
Got that Juice WRLD in the background. Good thing I don't make money from these YouTube videos, but if I did, I'm gonna have to.
I went on to have a roughly 10-minute off-platform interview
Anywho's.
with Jane about specifics of this, and this is where I started to become aware of coded language. To be clear, I cannot give a definitive reason why
coded language, like how drug dealers do. Is she gonna say stuff to like warn the dudes in here about people asking questions?
Jane had acknowledged in the very same broadcast that she was 15. Was coincidentally handed down at that particular
Get her
moment,
gone.
But I am extremely skeptical of what was
going on. Now, Dip.
Regardless, this is
Dip,
when
now
I
you
started
hear?
to learn viewers are using coded language to have underage girls perform for them. That's really what it is. Fit check means let us see your stomach or pull your shirt up. You forgot something or get something from the back means walk away and show your ass.
Okay.
Fit check was a common one, very common, where girls would
fit
back
check.
up to show their entire
Fit check.
bodies.
Let's see the drip.
Chat rooms were completely
Let's see the drip.
overrun with
tongue check, please. With 1, 2, 3, 4 S's. Sir, you need to go jerk off. You are too horny. This app is killing you. You probably have not turned in an assignment on time in 6 months. You are probably the worst student in all your classes because you're sitting there asking, I don't know the age of these women, but you're asking them for a tongue check.
Paying viewers.
Okay, so they want tongues, right? Okay, so what are they going to do? Screenshot the things and then save those for their spank banks later? Because is she going to open her mouth and a bird's going to fly out? What's up with the tongue check?
Feet pictures, often referred to as
Shoes and socks off for. Oh man, sir, foot porn is free.
discuss some sort of larger transaction through Cash App.
Flash for cash. Jesus loves you.
Do you want to make
I respect your hustle, but these people's boners have already clouded their minds. They said, Jesus, who? I need to get this.
400
I don't know.
fast or 500, even fully clothed, but doing splits and showing their feet or spreading their legs for money from
It's
older
crazy.
men. And it is a breeding ground of inappropriate and sickening behavior.
This is
To
a
be clear,
shame.
I undertook multiple
These are daughters, dude. These are daughters. Man, I pray to God I don't have a daughter. I pray to God I don't have a daughter. When I get a girl, not when I get a girl pregnant, when my wife has the blessing of carrying my seed, as I am a Sigma male, when she gets that blessing, of course, she will sing Bismillah, whatever she sings. She's gonna sing. It's not Raining Men, because that's kind of gross, but she's gonna sing just some song, right, 6 or 7 times, because she's so grateful that she got a Sigma male seed. As I'm gonna carry on this generation and bring on successful D1 athletes
sessions of investigation.
who will
After
provide
starting
us
with an old account, I
with
created a
lifetime
brand new,
tickets
fresh, never before touched
to
profile
college football
and engaged
games.
with the same pattern of browsing. This new
When that happens, well, I'm going to speak into existence. I'm going to have a kid. I'm going to have a dude as a baby. Well, not a dude as a baby. I'm going to have a boy, right? I'm going to speak into existence. I'm having a boy. Because if I had a girl and I walked in on her on a TikTok live like this, spreading her feet and putting like whipped cream and honey on her feet for 45-year-old dudes, that female will no longer own a phone. She will sleep on an air mattress until I deem it's okay to sleep on a regular bed again. No, okay. Joke. I'm playing, all right? I'm joking. I wouldn't do that. But her phone getting snatched, her foundation getting snatched, toenail polish snatched, revealing crop top snatched. She shouldn't have had it in the first place. I'm doing a swatch search of that room. I might have to touch some panties. I might. I'm not looking forward to it, but I might. This is what you're wearing to school. Nah, we going to Target. We getting you some Hanes boxer briefs, dog. Get ready.
Black hole as before.
Are you ready? See, then I don't know, because then I'm going to be pushing too hard. She's going to be acting more weird, but I don't know what else I'm going to do. Straight up. But I'm going to say, hey, I listen. I believe you. You're just a girl and you're exploring your body and ooh da da, all that. You think that's what I'm supposed to do? Then she can be like, yeah, okay, I'm going to keep making money off these 45-year-old dudes who keep holding their sausage hostage every time I get on TikTok. Is that what I'm supposed to do? It's not, and it's not what I'm going to do.
Been allegedly extorted after selling nude pictures to one of the viewers in her chat room. That type of
Hold
situation
on, what was that?
today. It wasn't one of the specific girls that I talked to personally, but her friend who had been allegedly extorted after selling nude pictures to one of the viewers in her chat room. That type of situation, and I do believe that she was
Yikes.
sincere.
Here's an idea. Pick up a part-time job. Pick up a part-time job. You sell your nudes for what? $100, $200? You make that in a day flipping burgers, baby. And you ain't got to show nobody your titties. Boom!
And protect our community.
Ever thought about
My
that?
son.
As a
Nobody got no
person
work ethic
who's called
nowadays.
sex
Everything
solicitor.
got to be easy.
And when underage girls are performing for money on a live broadcast, fielding thousands of donations in some cases and requests for other ways to send
On no weird stuff, I almost swore there for a minute. Forgot who I was. I just want to go in here, not to the underage ones, but the of age ones, and just see these fathers and these like grandfathers in here just sending in all their life savings to this 19-year-old chick who likes to squeeze her titties a little bit
them
and pour
money
water on
for
herself a little bit.
favor is often what they would say in the
I mean,
chat
I could just go into an Amaranth
Absolutely
stream and
occur
see
on
that.
the
So, I
platform.
mean,
In a very short
I've
time
seen
frame,
it.
I was finding more
It's not pretty.
instances that made my skin crawl than those that didn't. Understanding that nearly every single teenage girl who uses the live broadcast feature of TikTok was being bombarded with requests, it starts to feel overwhelming. Is showing her broadcast to more and more sick people all around the world every day.
Don't get me wrong. Anything, if you're, see, for me, if you're like 19, 20 with a 17-year-old girl, that to me is not that weird. It's 3 years different, all right? But if she's young enough to buy books at the Scholastic Book Fair, I don't care. Unless you're like 1 or 2 years, like, okay, so if you're like, okay, sophomore in high school, I could never date an 8th grader, right? Senior in high school, even then, I still couldn't date a sophomore. That was just weird to me. Don't even get started on freshmen, but we're talking, you're 45 and she's 13. Sure, her feet might look younger. She's 13, bro. Like,
who are using face filters, pretending to be young girls in order to receive roses and other gifts, which are...
I'm sorry, did he just say a dude? Did he just say a dude faked it? A dude faked it to get... Let me see if I heard that right.
Pretending to be by this.
Let me see if I heard that right.
Young boys who are using face filters,
no.
pretending to be young girls
No.
in order to receive roses and other gifts, which are redeemable for cash.
Now, this is something I would have to worry about with my son. My son goes on TikTok with a long hair filter showing feet to old dudes. He can do that all he wants, but guess what, son? We're going out back and you're throwing me Hail Marys for the rest of the night. I hope that those roses and that corn emoji was worth it, because guess what? You're going to be a D1 athlete, baby. Booyah!
Maybe some of them were...
No college debt for you.
There is such a high demand for this. Such a large...
I'm going to say this a joke again. I got to make that clear because people get
to appear more feminine
shipped in UPS boxes and thrown up off this website for that. I'm trolling.
Follow-up research for this video, I learned something else. Moderators of TikTok...
I would be steaming if that were happening, though.
Using on Forbes, written by Alexandra S. Levine, titled How TikTok Live Became a Strip Club Filled with 15-Year-Olds. This was an excellent piece of work.
Good title.
Most importantly,
Good title.
Quotes from security, legal, and law enforcement experts. I'll link it down below if anyone is interested. It was invaluable in my own creation of this video. Is this platform doing more harm than it is good? An algorithm that has aggressively promoted adult behavior, from substances to kinks and more, directing that content at children, is now governing a live feed of broadcasters where...
I have homies who tell me, I remember not this year, but the year before this year. So what, last year? I went to a friend's birthday party and all of them were on TikTok, right? And they're like, hey, bro, you got a TikTok account? I said, no, I don't go on that garbage. And they said, you don't go on TikTok, dude? You need to... Like, he said it as a joke, right? He was like, you need to start wasting your life a little bit more. It was hilarious. It was a good joke. But, nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Showered in gifts to perform suggestive actions or poses, many of them with Cash App, PayPal, Amazon wish lists, or Venmo in their bio specifically for this purpose. Now,
I've heard... Okay, I keep pausing. I'm sorry. I've heard that you should... like delve into your sexual fantasies and that it's quote unquote healthy, because if you don't and you repress them, they'll come back with a vengeance. To that, I agree. But this is a sickness, dog. This is a sickness. And I would hate to see someone repress this and it come back with a vengeance. I would hate to see what that looks like. That might be what this is.
Massive community of groomers, and most likely...
They're like, no, forget this. I'm gonna go on this 13-year-old's TikTok and give her corn emojis so that she shows me things. It's like,
the footage
what?
I found within mere hours, an algorithm that has been proven to serve wildly inappropriate, even dangerous content to children, now governs an effective marketplace of underage exploitation. Is this application worth using? That's it. I reached a point in the production of this video.
He's just sick of it.
Take it anymore.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
An abrupt end. That's why I had to shut down, stop looking, stop recording, and stop asking questions and stop scripting. I saw what I saw, and I know what it is. To a degree,
And
you'll
you
have
were
to take my word for
mortified.
some of this, but I'm more than willing to stake everything I've worked for since the birth of this channel on my words today. I believe TikTok is poisoning our society in a way that will have untold and dramatic
This was an
consequences.
amazingly made
Young
video.
boys are being funneled into a world where underage girls are performing dances for cash or for little images that are convertible to cash. One of the most terrifying and disgusting things I've ever seen in my life. And again, I believe
This
that
is the
some-
worst. I think TikTok is the absolute worst platform that has ever been made for social media. Especially, yeah, because I like for me personally, because I already can't stand the short. I'm not gonna front. I watch Instagram reels here and there. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not totally off the sauce yet, but I'm watching less and less every day. I stopped with the TikTok. I do a little bit shorts here and there. I'll watch like one short and then like I kind of go down a rabbit hole of like 10 minutes, which is like bad, right? But that'll happen like once, maybe 2 or 3 times a week. But yeah, other than that, I'm good. But yeah, I think TikTok is it's rough. It's rough.
degree, TikTok as a company is attempting to moderate this reality.
It's
But when
close.
the effects of your product are almost
Twitter and
universally
Instagram are
negative,
close, but I think
it probably
TikTok
should
takes
not
it.
exist. That's it. Link down below. Patreon, Locals,
Yeah.
Odyssey, another YouTuber to check out. Merch, social media, Surfshark, the video sponsor, etc., etc. But I'll cut it there and stop rambling. As always, thank you all for watching, and have a nice day.
Dude, yeah, this was a nicely made video. Who made this? Upper Echelon Gamers. Yeah, 574. Dude, this video was amazing. Did a lot of research. Even went into the belly of the beast himself and asked the questions. Do you get these older men in here and they give you cash for sexual favors? Went right into the belly of the beast and asked all the questions. He did the research. He read articles. Thank you for stopping by. Have a great rest of your day. I'm glad you. I hope you enjoyed it. Not glad. What am I assuming that you enjoyed it? But yeah, that's it for me. I'm gone. I'm out of here. I'll see you later.